Hello you guys and welcome back to some more Dark Souls. Yes. Last time, what did we do last time? I don't actually quite remember what we did last time, but I remember that we defeated Seath the Scaleless. Which brings us a little bit closer to, well, getting to Gwen. I will try and see this, because this was the thing that I needed to check out. I don't know if you remember, but I was down in a bit of chaos stuff, and Solaire didn't appear there. Now I'm hoping for him to have appeared now, so I can talk to him, and hopefully I can talk to him and get him to help me in Gwen's final boss fight. That would be very helpful. Very helpful indeed. To do this, of course, we need the scorched ring thing. I don't know, what's it even called? The orange charred ring. The ring to walk on lava. Need to go through this area, I think, to be able to talk to him. I'll just rest at this bonfire quickly. Probably kindle it. No, I've already kindled it. Good. There we go. Because he didn't appear there last time we were here and defeat the centipede demon. His summon sign didn't appear. And I don't know why that is, but I'm hoping for him to have appeared here now. He has not appeared here. It appears, oh god. Which means there is only one place left, I think, for him to be. And that is in the actual room with the where you get the helmet. Can't remember what it's called. The sunlight maggot. Yeah. He's gotta be either in that room or somewhere around here at least. I found it very menacing that this room is so dark. You can't see anything. It's quite terrifying, to be honest. Go. And if he isn't here, we'll just have to take Gwen on by ourselves. Screw this. Alright. It doesn't appear as if he's down there. No, he's definitely not down here. Okay, fine. Not what I meant to do. I usually have my Homer bones equipped on that slot, so yeah. Screw that, we're going to defeat Nito today. Here we go. Now, let's see, what do we have? We have the Great Club. We have the Divine Ember. And let's see. Oh, what do you need for Divine Embers? What do you need to level up Divine Well? I can't remember, but let's go to... Yeah, let's go to the Undead Parish. Oh yeah, we took care of Gwendolyn and Priscilla last time. That's pretty cool. So now we can make the Dark Moon Bow, and we can make the Dark Moon Catalyst, and we can make the Life Hunt Scythe, which is actually a pretty cool scythe, but I don't really like it. I mean, it's cool, but
I've seen one. Might you like it?
yes.
Well, most weapons, but
Okay.
they're not so.
Yeah.
Yes, I.
Go, and let's see. So it's 1, 1, 2, 2, and 3. So it's 2, 4, 6. So it's 9 are these ones. For upgrade to 5. Yeah. Let's see. Go, and then we modify this one to become divine. And then let's have a look at what it requires. So it requires green Titanite shards. We can still make it. Wow. Okay, we can still make it. Yeah, we can still make it that one right there. So it isn't too bad. Right, good. Now because we are going into that place. Wait, we're not going in there. Now what am I doing? We're going to be extremely heavy because there's no real reason in me going in there with a fast weapon, as the damage output I will be dealing will be immense per hit, so screw healing and all that other stuff. Let's just get acquainted with the Great Club, because I haven't actually used the Great Club yet. Okay. It's just okay. Basically like the it's pretty cool. It's basically like a but basically it's basically a little bit like the like the Dragon Tooth. And this is just the same. Okay. Cool. Nice. Okay, we're going in. We're going in. Let's have a look here. What's the damage output on? 403 and 400. Cool. Nice.
You sorry fool. You could not be.
I am the chosen one, bitch. Let's see here what it can do to these guys. It's relatively slow, but it can deal a lot of damage per hit, so I'm liking it so far. This is going to come in mighty handy. Right. Oh yeah, maybe we should actually, yeah, I'm probably gonna go out and grab these items as well, because they are pretty awesome. I can even take care of the giant skeletons with one single hit from the weak attack. Pretty nice. This is nice. This is very nice. I do really love the clubs, to be honest. I like them more in Dark Souls 2 because they're a little bit more reliable, in my opinion, in Dark Souls 2. But I really enjoy these clubs in general, because I think they're pretty freaking cool. Oh, hello. Oh. Now it's actually quite annoying that there's the kind of low roof right here in this area, because that meant that I had a smaller chance of hitting the opponent, which was quite annoying. Wasn't too bad. Go. And here we go. Let's look at the... That's the running, and this is the... Oh. Ooh, that's pretty cool actually. And this is the... Nice. Okay. And this is the leaping, yeah. Okay, cool. Nice. I'm really liking the fact that I can just one-shot these guys. It's very nice. Especially because of the fact that my weapon, the guy that I just killed right there, he is a necromancer. And because he's a necromancer, the skeletons that are in this area, in a specific range of him, will not die even if I kill them. Unless I kill them with a divine weapon. Which is basically why I went and made this weapon divine. Because, well, first of all, you need a decently high damage output, as there's a lot of enemies. You also need a divine weapon to keep them from resurrecting again. Now, a weapon you could use is the great sword of Artorias, the regular great sword, because that one has a divine counter on itself. The standard one, the one with magic damage, that one has a divine counter, so it will prevent these skeletons from resurrecting, which is pretty good. But you could also do just as I am going to, because I need to make something else out of Sif's soul, the soul of Sif. So I made a really heavy duty weapon like this one, a divine weapon, to prevent these guys from resurrecting after I kill them. Oh lordy, my curiosity has been piqued. It's just a scimitar. It's usually not anything that good when it's on the skeletons, but I do hate missing items in general, no matter which item it is. Even if I know that it doesn't really have a chance of being a good item, I still hate missing them. Oh. We have to be careful in this area because they are just, ow. There are these, uh-oh. I don't have to worry about him anymore because he just fell down. Oh, there's one here. Oh, here we go. There we go. Now, of course, should I be invaded in this area, it's actually rather bad, as this setup is not really that reliable in PvP. I mean, it's a tank build, yes, but I don't really have any sort of well, my health is quite low, which is why it's not that. Ow, ow. Here you go. Okay, that could have gone worse, gotta admit. But yeah, usually in tank builds you need to have a lot of health to be able to well, keep up with the amount of damage that you will be taking. But I don't really have that kind of health, so oh, what am I doing? So yeah, it's not a perfect tank build, which is why I don't really like the thought of me being invaded while rolling with this one. There we go. And I got Skull Lantern. Pretty good. Now that item right there is the Great Scythe. I won't be showing how to get it because I'm just gonna be going through the whole area. So yeah, I won't show how to get it. It's just an annoying item to get, to be honest. But I will show you how to get to this bonfire here. Because I need to rest at this bonfire. Here we go. Kindle it. Go. Now, gotta hit a little bit. And now up here, trusty patches will be. I'll just talk to him.
What are you doing in the catacombs? Are you a cleric or something?
And he'll ask you if you're a cleric. If you answer yes to this question, he will be like, oh well, there's a bunch of loot, but like, I was planning on getting it, but yeah, you're praying for it and all that other stuff. So I think you should go and get it. And then he'll trick you into dying. He'll betray you basically. If you answer no, he'll be like, oh, thank God. Well, there's actually some treasure down there and stuff. Basically, he will betray you no matter what you answer. But if you answer no, you'll be able to unlock him later on as a character, like as a merchant that moves to Firelink Shrine. And he will sell you some rather good stuff. It's not the best stuff, but it's actually pretty decent. If you answer yes, however, he will be mad because he don't really fancy clerics at all, and will attack you should you survive his little trap. So I'll answer no.
Well, that's strange. Well, this place...
Yep. Definitely. Alright. And what's on the other side of this? Ooh. Ooh. And he turns it. Had I been on it right there, I would have died. Good thing that I didn't, huh? What the? I can hear a skeleton for sure. Oh well. Never mind. Now I know there's a I know there's a necromancer somewhere. There he is. Right up there. You see right next to my head? There's a small light. That's the necromancer. I can't get to him, but luckily I had this one. The Great Club, which of course causes the skeletons I encounter to die instantly, should I hit them, which is nice. Oh. Of course we need to kill these guys with there's a head right here. Bit annoying. Now you will need to kill these guys, of course, with the Great Club. You really can't kill them, okay. But yeah, you need to kill these guys with the Great Club, of course. I mean, you can let those heads kill them, but they don't do divine damage. So the skeletons will still be able to be revived. That way. Which isn't too bad. But it's not too good either. Now there's a demon titanite down here, as you might have noticed. We can actually get pretty close to him. Here we go. Of course, this isn't exactly the setup that I want to face one of these guys on, because I can't really roll. So I'm hoping for him to pump out his lightning attacks a lot, because those I can just strafe around. Well, not strafe around, but strafe out. Ow. Unless I should do something stupid like that. Go. And here we go. And last one. Here we go. And we get a demon titanite. And 2,000 souls. Pretty good. And we get 3 Eye of Death, I think. Yes, 3 Eyes of Death. Now, not that one. Which one is this one? This coffin. You can nestle in this coffin, and if you do that, you will be transported to the tomb of the to the altar of the Gravelord, and then you can pray at that altar to become part of the Gravelord covenant, which is pretty cool. However, Come on, I keep hitting it, but nothing happens. Fine. I think that's actually the old-fashioned way then. Alright, but basically, if you nestle in that coffin, you will be transported to the, I did not mean to go down here. Yeah, I did not mean to go down there. But basically, if you go down, if you nestle in the coffin, you'll have to wait for a few seconds, and then a little cutscene will play out, and you will be in the Tomb of the Giants. And in the Tomb of the Giants, you will be able to, I can just unlock this shortcut very quickly. You know what? Actually, no. I won't unlock the shortcut. Instead, I will go and get this great scythe. Here you go. And then I can go back and unlock the shortcut. But yeah, if you nestle in the coffin, you'll be transported to the altar of the Gravelord. And there you can join the Gravelord Covenant, which will give you the which will grant you the Gravelord sword. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can't go back now that I think about it. I might have to join the Covenant anyways. You know what, I'm actually just gonna do that. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna do that. I'm just gonna go and join the Covenant because it's easier. Just to go there and do that. To get the Gravelord Greatsword. It's actually a pretty good sword. It's definitely not one of the best swords, but I think it's actually up there. To be honest. Because it's got toxic. So hitting your opponent for enough times will toxify them, and yeah, pretty cool. So, I'll nestle in this coffin. Hi, that's me. And we have to wait for a few seconds. A little more probably, actually. And then the very first time I actually did this, I thought it was a trap. I'm not even joking. The first time I did this, I actually thought it was a trap. So I was not that keen on actually nestling in the coffin because I thought, well, if I do that, I'll just be insta-killed or something like that. But I did it anyway because I was like, well, my curiosity is very, very easy to pique. And yeah, basically I did it, and the cutscene started, and I was like, you know what? Can't say I'm surprised. I was just like, I was convinced now they were just gonna shut me in there, and I was gonna die of suffocation or some shit like that. And I was just like, yeah, you know what? I can't say I didn't expect it. So yeah, I'm not very surprised. And then this happened. Like, I appeared in Tomb of the Giants. And I was like, wait, what the fuck just happened? And then I was like, well, this was where I was supposed to go. wow. And then I, of course, found out that it was just like this enclosed area that just had the covenant for the Gravelord covenant. So I was like, well, okay, that's pretty cool. And then I got the Gravelord sword. And the Gravelord sword, I think I used that for a long time after getting it because I thought it was so good. I can't even remember if I upgraded it or anything. I just think I used it for a long time. For a really long time, I mean. Alright, now for round 2. Really? Alright. I don't really know how that happens, but never mind. Now, I'm not going down that hole again. Because I want to face him in a little bit more. There you go. In a little bit more like location where I am at an advantage. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to kill these guys, and for some reason there's like a glitch where they will glitch out of the world. If they hear that one, I don't know what the hell that's about. But it happens. It's pretty cool if you find them too hard to deal with. You just need to lure them over there and, well, gravity will take care of the rest. Go. Alright. I'll cling to the right side because I know that he's spawned. He's already noticed me. It's actually really annoying. As you can see. I'm hoping that I will not die here. Here we go. Here we go. I get the Black Knight Great Axe, which isn't a terrible weapon. So I'm not too sad about it. And now I can go down that route. I think I know what's actually down there. I think it's the brigand armor or something. I'm not sure. Not entirely sure at least, but I think it's actually the brigand armor. But we're gonna find out in a second. There are some pretty good items in this area. So yeah, here we go. Whoop. And my soul's right here. Nice. Now I can just wrap this. That is the soul of... Okay, so there's nothing up here of notice, special notice at least. We can go further up here. We will go back up and see what's down the other way. Oh god, I think I know what that is actually. I think I know what that is. No, it's just the same. Okay, good. Okay, nothing there. I think the brigand armor is here somewhere. I just don't know where it is. It might be that item right there or something. Might be at least. But I'm not sure, so don't hold me up on anything. Okay, now I'll have to change my setup, because now I will go into combat with a little bit of a different opponent, where I will need a lot of damage output, and actually instead of this I will have to use this one. But yeah, basically my strategy is to get in here. Alright, get in there, a single dark bead at close range, and then just shove him to death if the dark bead doesn't kill him. This is the pinwheel, and it's actually one of the easier bosses, if not the easiest of the bosses in Dark Souls, because he dies extremely fast. It's virtually no health and no defense against your weapons. So if you can get close enough to him and deal a lot of damage, you will probably win. You actually have a pretty high chance of winning. Here we go. Boom. There we go. See? That's what I mean. Easiest boss in the game. Right there. He doesn't give you a lot of souls either, but I mean, considering how fast he dies, I actually can't blame him. I'll just go back a little bit, because I think you can get an item from here, although I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, there's an item right here. Soul of Proud Knight, and otherwise that just leads back, so we don't want to go that way. Because we don't want to go back, we want to stay in this location. Oh yeah, I don't really know why I went all around there. That made no sense at all. But yeah. This is, however, the point where I might die a lot of times. This area is actually decently difficult. There we go. So 3 chops, and they are dead. These guys, I think at least some of them drop the Murakumo. I think I like it better when it's called the Murakumo. Which is actually an item that I really want. Here we go. Hasn't dropped anything yet. Now there are 2 here, which is why I will just take care of one of them very quickly. There we go. Here we go. And I will fling to the side to get a free humanity. And I will jump down here, and here Patches is again.
What? You've been a strange... Oh, there's a...
Yeah, he is, there's a fine stash of treasure in that hole. And he wants me to go take a look. He's telling me that he will guard my back. Do I believe it? Not even the slightest bit. Because I know that he's just going to backstab me and kill me. A little bit more into faith. However, there is actually an item down here. There's actually a couple of items down here. And I do want to unlock him as a merchant, so screw it. Oh, goody, there is actually items down here. Oh! Well, can't say I didn't expect it.
This is what I do, my friend. The trinkets I'll be stripping off your corpse, that's the real treasure.
Fuck you, bitch. So basically, yeah, if we make it back up, he will be like, wait, you weren't supposed to survive that. But here we have the cleric woman. Hello, and she's telling us that her two guardsmen has turned hello over here. Ow. And they are actually considerably strong. There you go. Why did it target him? I did not try to target him. There we go. That's the first one down. And he will, of course, use force. And for some reason I can't seem to parry him at all. I don't know why. You know what? Screw this. Fuck parrying. There we go. And then we talk to her again, and she's like, "Oh well, this belongs to them, and I think you should have it because you're pretty awesome." And white tiny chunk, and then all of these guys spawn. Go 2 slashes, and they are dead. A lot more though. And they can do that. Go. Hi. Hi, milady. I'll just use Dark Beat in these other guys because it's easier. Great AoE. Kind of. Even though it's not really an AoE. Now these 3 bone tower things, they will actually be very, very keen on using the, you know, the kind of smackdown that one of them used on me. Well, a couple of them. I think 2 of them has used it on me now. They're actually pretty keen on using that. So you have to be careful about that because they'll just smack you down and that's it. Basically, now we've made it back up. And it doesn't matter if you make it up in one piece. Like, you can die down there and then respawn at the bonfire. And then go back up from the bonfire and talk to him again. And he'll be like, oh, wait, you weren't supposed to survive that. Even though you didn't technically survive. But it'll still be the same dialogue option. So, hello.
Oh, you. Well, let's just calm down. Talk about things. I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations. You know what I mean? You and me, we're...
I don't really want to forgive him, but he sells some pretty awesome stuff, so yeah. Sure.
Oh, brilliant. A second
I'll
chance.
be the hero today.
Wonderful. I had a feeling you'd understand. I did, but...
What the fuck?
Oh, did you?
Fuck. Okay then. A river's hollowing. Kindle a bonfire. And then we can move on. You go. Alright. Now there is actually an item that way. The large divine ember. But I don't want to get that because that means having to go through a lot of shit that I really don't want to go through. Now these are one of the opponents that you need to be careful about. Because these fucking things are insane. And I mean they are literally insane. I find it better to simply just avoid all of them because they are crazy. They are fucking crazy. Now there's a guy that I need to lure over here. A Black Knight. He is coming here. With a halberd. And I'll just go over here. Go. You have to be careful, of course, because there is still an archer trying to shoot the shit out of you. I don't really understand how this works, but for some reason his tracking is extremely powerful, and I don't know why. I don't know why they've made his tracking so powerful, but they did. It's pissing me off, but you know what? Let's just kill this fucker. Go. There you go. And we get the Black Knight shield. Good shield. Not the best, but good. And I will just run over to this guy, and that right there, ow, is in my opinion the easiest way to deal with those guys. Just go over there and slash them to pieces with a dark magic spell, and it, well, you finish them pretty easy. Of course, you have to be careful because they will still attack you, and they will most likely manage to get off one attack on you. So you should be careful. Effigy shield. I think the effigy shield has a pretty decent amount of lightning resist. I don't know if it's the best lightning resist, but it has a pretty good lightning resist in my opinion. So yeah, I will just run straight past these guys. And I'll rest at the bonfire. And it's been a while since I repaired my equipment, so why the hell not? There we go. Let's have a look at my damage output, 318, that's pretty good. Right. A white Titanite chunk. And you can also avoid these guys by clinging to the side, which I will just do. Yeah. And then we run down to a because we are going to the boss battle, but there's an NPC here, which actually drops some pretty nice stuff. Paladin Leroy. I remember the first time I encountered this guy, I thought his name was a reference to Leroy Jenkins. I don't know why, and I don't know if it's true or not. It's probably not. But basically, he's using Wrath of the Gods and stuff like that, but we can take care of him. And he gives us 2 humanity, and of course the regular humanity that most Red Phantoms drop, and the Grand and the Sanctus. And then now, once we defeat the main area boss, we will be able to pick up the Paladin set, which is pretty good. For now, just have to go back up here, go around here, run up here, because I want to get down there with full 10 Estus, in addition to having maximum dark bead. And I will also actually just use a couple of souls here. Soul of a Great Hero first, and then I will use Soul of a Hero, a regular hero, and I will use Soul of a Brave Warrior. I will probably actually use another one, and hopefully that should be enough for 2 more level ups. Nope, quite another 2 more of those Brave Warriors, and it should be good. Here we go. There. That should do it. I level up twice more in my faith. My faith region. And the item that is right there is the that's the covetous silver serpent ring. The covetous silver serpent ring. It's a pretty good item to get, but I won't be getting it now. I think it gives you 20% extra souls per enemy you defeat. So that's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. Alright. Okay, now actually I can take this thing off and replace it with this thing. Oh. And yeah. Apparently that got me. Go. Screw these guys. This is what I always do. I always just skip everything in this area and just go straight down here. It's because I hate fighting those giant skeletons in that specific area. Well, of course, a couple of pinwheels down here. Pinwheel servants, as they're called. A couple of slices and they should be down. And I do think they respawn. I'm not sure, but I think they do. Of course, you have to be careful with these guys because they will shoot what, fire bombs, I think it is, in your face. Oh, right. Also have to be careful about these guys. The baby skeletons, skeleton babies. I really hate them, but this is actually a pretty decent way to farm souls. As you can basically these skeleton babies will infinitely spawn. And let's just have a look. Heal. And that's 2 of them, and they give you 1,000 souls. So that's 500 souls each, right? And imagine 20% extra souls from the imagine 20% extra souls from the covetous silver serpent ring. Covetous silver serpent ring, yeah. In addition to another 20% increase in souls from the if you were wearing the mimic head. That would be quite immense and pretty cool, to be honest. Right, now I will just quickly switch to my Havel's armor, because the area that I'm about to enter is very, very hostile. So I will have to use the divine club here. I'll just chuck a little bit here. See if this is the best catalyst for me. Yep, alright. Now, how this is gonna go down is I'm going to dispatch the 3 midget skeletons, well, the 3 normal skeletons with this thing, so they won't respawn. And then I'll just fight the, I'll just fight Nito one-on-one for the rest of the battle while using Dark Bead. I'll just spam Dark Bead. And he should go down like a sack of bricks. The question isn't whether I can kill Nito afterwards, because I know I can. After dealing with his skeleton friends. The question is whether or not I will be able to deal with his skeleton friends before they will kill me. It shouldn't be too bad though. So, here we go. It's actually been a while since I saw this cutscene, so... Here he is. The Gravelord. Nito. Hello. He looks very menacing. Of course, we'll have to chuck a bit of Estus. And his skeleton friends should be coming right here. There they are. And here. And the last one. Here. Oh. Go. There you go. He's actually one of the easiest bosses because he's so slow. Oh wow, I can fast roll while holding the... That's pretty cool. But yeah, he is basically one of the easiest bosses in the whole game because he is so slow. I mean, you wouldn't believe how slow he is. Of course, you've just seen how slow he is, but I mean, genuinely, he moves so slow that I cannot believe that he's actually a boss. Quite seriously, I'm not even joking around. I really cannot believe that he's actually a boss. Okay, I need 4 more levels if I remember correctly, before I can wield the weapon that I want. Should have gotten a soul of a hero, yeah. I've gotten 2 actually. That's pretty good. That gives me just boost I need, but I will just use one of these instead. So that should be enough. Yes. So I need 3 more if I remember correctly. 3 more. Right, cool. Now let's see. We need to. I will actually have to warp to Filing Shrine and then warp back to this one quickly because there's actually one thing that I need to take care of. I want the Paladin set, and because I didn't die or left the area before going to the face the boss after killing Leroy, and his armor set hasn't appeared, which means I just have to leave his area and go back in, and it is right there. Paladin. Now his Sanctus shield is pretty good because it gives you like I think it's 2 HP per every 2 seconds it heals, which is pretty nice. It's not that much, so in itself it's definitely not a viable source of regenerative item, but if you use it with an item like the server, for example, you can actually heal pretty fast. As the server is one of the the server is one of those swords that will just basically just deals a lot of damage. What the hell am I talking about? No, what I'm trying to say is the server is a weapon that gives you like I think it heals you like 7 HP per hit or something, and that is actually pretty good. I won't use this one.